Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to today's practice. I have something special planned. Me and Ox came to the park. We are going to have a yoga practice that is designed to help open up the thoracic area, and that is a fancy term for the chest, the back, and then also facilitating some shoulder opening. I receive a lot of comments and questions about how to make the neck and shoulders not only more comfortable but more flexible for yoga practice, namely for things like back bends. And so today's practice is going to be geared toward that. You're only going to need a couple of props for today. It's really challenging to open the shoulders without using props. So you're going to need a strap, a block, a blanket or a large towel, and then an optional resistance band, and I'll go ahead and show you that in just a second. But if you've been challenged lately or ever in your life with shoulder and neck pain, chest tightness, if you happen to sit at a desk a lot and do a lot of typing, or even just a lot of texting on your phone, it can really encourage a lot of closing of the shoulders and the chest muscles. So that's today's treat. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get started. Okay guys, here's a look at the props that we'll be using today. A yoga mat, a block, a blanket or a large towel, and a yoga strap. Optionally, you can use this rubber band, but I will explain how to use the strap if you don't have one, and if you're interested in purchasing the rubber band, I will add a link in the description box below. Let's get started. In a comfortable seated position, close the eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Since we'll be opening up the thoracic spine today, breathing into the front of the chest, also breathe into the back. As you inhale, feel the shoulders rise just a little to lift some space, and as you exhale, they settle down a little bit more. Keep your breath as a focus throughout your practice today, and let's begin. Placing the hands on the knees, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest forward, and inhale. As you exhale, round the spine backward, tuck the chin. Increasing mobility in the spine here. Inhale, reach the heart forward, look up, and as you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin, and we'll repeat this a few more times with your breath. Inhale to round the heart forward, open up the throat. Exhale to open the back body, back of the neck. Inhale to lift the heart forward, and exhale, pulling back, sitting into the tailbone. One final time, come forward, place your hands onto the mat, hands and knees, and moving into cat-cow for a bit more spinal mobility, just warming up and adding lateral movements here. So you'll see I'm moving my ribs side to side. So moving through cat-cow, and then rather than just moving upward and downward, I'm adding an additional side-to-side movement. We're going to repeat 5 circles to the left first. Make sure you're breathing, and as you exhale, you'll lift the upper back skyward. And as you inhale, you'll drop the belly to the ground. Let's take that once more all the way around. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. 5 big rib circles, incorporating some thoracic movement here. Let the neck move naturally, and make sure you're breathing. And once you've completed all 5 big circles, come back to a neutral spine and repeat cat-cow, just to open up the front and back of the body a little bit more. Walk the hands forward into puppy pose. Wrap the shoulder blades down toward the heart. Keep the hips above the knees and high and into the sky, and then melt the chest, the chin, and the forehead down to the ground. Take a few breaths here. Be gentle with the shoulders as we have just begun. Sway through the hips and through the ribs just a few times, rotating each shoulder a little bit closer into the ground. And then, not spending too much time there, come back up to a seated position. Let's grab our blanket or our towel and roll it up like you see here. I have mine at about a 6-inch diameter, and there is a little bit of give. I'll lay it down underneath me, facing upward, just underneath my shoulder blades, and this is where I'll begin with this particular prop. Keeping a bend in the knees and the feet flat on the floor, take the arms out to the side. And this should feel immediately relieving. With the feet as wide apart as your mat, start to tick-tock the knees back and forth, keeping the shoulders evenly settled onto the ground. Make sure you keep the breath steady and full throughout. And each time you drop your knees to one side and then the other, you should feel just a little bit more comfort and maybe even a little bit more mobility in your twist. Repeat this 1 or 2 more times, and then drop the knees over to the left as you place your left ankle on the outside of your right thigh. Take the arms up and overhead to create just a little more opening in the shoulder. Try to reach your right knee away in the same direction as the bottom of your mat, and that is just to encourage a little more length here in the psoas. Take a few more breaths. And then come on back to center. And we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Drop your knees to the right and use your right ankle to assist your left knee down to the ground. Reach the left knee away. Feel the opening in the upper back and the chest. Keep the face and shoulders as soft as possible. Take another breath or 2 in here, and when you're ready, come on back to center. I'm going to go ahead and move down my blanket a little bit so that it's a bit higher on my shoulder blades, right? Maybe center or right at the bottom of my shoulder blades. Take the arms out to the side. Pull the knees up above the hips. Take the hips over to the right about 4 inches, and then drop your knees to the left. Very gently start to let your gaze turn to the right, and this is to create a complete spinal twist. Relax both shoulders down. You can assist your right knee down just a bit more with your left hand, but be sure that your left shoulder is still rolling back and relaxed. If you don't have quite this type of mobility in your twist, you can support the knees with a pillow underneath the left knee. Let's go ahead and take it to the other side. Again, take your pillow prop with you if you need to support your knees. Otherwise, just drop your knees way over to the right with your hips moved to the left, just about 4 inches. As your body begins to settle into this posture, your right hand can assist your left knee downward to the ground, and you can begin to gaze to the left a bit more. Keep in mind that one side is always a bit tighter than the other in most individuals, so be patient with one side. And if one particular side feels tighter than the other, spend maybe just a few extra seconds on that side. And when you're ready, come on back to center. One final time, adjust the blanket so that it's up right in the center of your shoulder blades. Place your hands behind your head with the fingertips clasped. And begin to do this crunch-like motion, and yes, it's working the core, but the purpose of this is to create a little bit more mobility through the spine, the thoracic spine particularly. Repeat this 8 or 10 times, and as you exhale, you'll lift your chest and chin, keep your elbows wide, and as you inhale, you'll lay back and open up the chest. Repeat this a few more times, and let your breath be your guide. And then finally release, reach up and use those abdominal muscles to sit up tall. Take your blanket, readjust it if it's unrolled a little bit, and let's go ahead and place it underneath our left ribs. And that's toward the middle part of your left ribs, just a few inches below your armpit here. We're laying on our side with our right arm reaching up and over. A few things are happening here. On the left side, where the towel is, you'll begin to roll back and forth on a muscle. This is called your lat muscle, and this muscle can get very, very tight throughout the day. So here we're massaging that muscle open on the left side, and we're stretching it open on the right side. Begin begin to rock back and forth and increase this range of motion. Your knees will stay as much on the floor as possible. And then we're going to start to drape that right arm around, creating more mobility on the right and left side. Sweep it up and over, reaching open into that spinal twist similar to the one we were just in, except now we have some movement. Inhale to open. Keep those knees heavy on your left. And exhale as you roll back closed. Inhale as you open. And then we'll go ahead and stay open in this reclined twist, intensifying this twist just a bit more by bringing those knees up high toward the left elbow. And again, use your left hand to keep your right knee in place. And the deeper we move into this twist, the more mobility we are creating in our chest and back. Then we will have more safer range of motion through the shoulders. If the chest and back are tight and the shoulders are trying to open, the shoulders will be in a pretty precarious situation at that point. So let's take it to the other side. Lay on the right side of your body, just a few inches below the armpit with that towel. Take the left arm up and over, rolling gently just a few inches at first, back and forth on the lat muscle on your right side. Keep your knees heavy over on the right. And as you begin to feel comfortable, begin to increase that range of motion, increase the rounding and rolling open. The left arm sweeps all the way forward and then sweeps all the way back. You'll begin to feel some opening happening in the chest as well. Make sure you're breathing here. Inhale to open a little bit more. And then let's stay open in this reclined twist. Again, draw the knees up higher toward the right elbow and hold the left knee in place with your right hand. You may begin to feel sensations that you haven't before. The thoracic spine has the tendency to get very, very tight. So breathe space into the left and right ribs, the upper back, and the front of the chest, relaxing both shoulders and the face and neck as much as possible. Take another breath, and then let's slowly roll back to one side, using those abdominals to come up to a seated position. We'll go ahead and move that blanket or towel out of the way. Grab your strap. Take your strap and fold it directly in half and extend it out in front of you. Lift the arms up and overhead. Keep the shoulder blades tucked down into the body and the shoulders away from the ears as you draw the arms back as far as you can. Let's go ahead and repeat this. You're going to bring it forward and bring it back. Listen to your shoulders. If by folding the strap in half reduces your opportunity for bringing the arms back, take that strap as wide as you need to, and then take the arms back a little bit further. Take a few breaths, drop the chin to the chest, and then lift the chin to the sky, and then come on back to center. Keep the strap in the hands, with the arms firmly reaching upward, and then take the left bicep by the left ear, and then switch sides. A little more mobility here. This is for the lats. We're getting deeper into the chest and shoulder muscles as well as the rotator cuffs. Up and overhead, left and right, nice and slowly, and be sure that you're breathing. Keep your abdominals firm so that your lowest rib bones don't flare forward and up. Once you do that, then it's just a flexion of the spine rather than opening of the shoulders. Great job. Set your strap aside. And let's go ahead and open up the tricep. Take your left arm up and overhead behind the back, and your right hand is going to assist your left arm open. This is for the lats and the triceps. Then look to your right and down very gently to increase the mobility in the neck. Now, as you're doing this, you might feel a pulling sensation on the side or back of the neck. That is the back muscles and the neck muscles opening up in tandem with the lat and the tricep. Take another breath in And then slowly release. Place those left fingers on the ground. Place your right hand on the outside of your head. And then turn your left arm open, just like I have here. Notice how my left fingers are pointing inward and behind me. Gently guide your head, your right ear, toward your right shoulder while keeping both shoulders down and away from the ears. Come on back to center. Finally, go ahead and sit to the left of your heels. So my left hip is on the floor. My right fingertips reach way over to the right. My left arm lifts up and over, supporting the back of my head. And here I have a complete side body stretch for the left side of my body. From my left hip all the way through my left tricep. Take an extra breath in. And if you'd like to make this just a little bit more intense, hold on to your left knee with your right hand. Lean open and back just a little bit more with your breath. And come on back to center. Taking it to the other side. Right arm lifts up and over and touches the back or the neck. And this is our tricep on the right side. Left hand assists that right arm open and back. Keep your left ribs into the body while you're breathing. And then look to the left and down just a little bit. If you're not feeling anything, give a bit more encouragement open with that right elbow and a little bit more rotation in the head, looking to your left. Let's go ahead and release. With those right fingertips down to the floor and turned inward and back, use your left hand to assist your left ear toward the left shoulder. Both shoulders are relaxed down. Take your time here with the neck. It can get awfully tight. And then gently come on back to center. Sitting now to the right of your heels. So my right hip is on the floor, my left fingertips are supporting me. My right arm lifts up and over and supports my head. To make it more intense again, left hand to the right knee, holding on tight as I take this side body bend just a little bit deeper with my breath. Great job. Come on back to center. Grab your block and place it just like I am here. We're going to move forward with a little bit of upper back strengthening. Grab your towel or your blanket and create a little bit of softness over your block. And let's lay down onto the block right on the sternum, so right on the chest. And from here, you're going to be on your knees with your belly and abs firm. So try not to take your hips too high, but don't let them sink onto the floor either. With the shoulders toward the hips, begin to do this reverse fly motion, encouraging strength for the muscles in the back. Begin to rotate the palms in the same direction as the crown of your head. Thumbs are pointing skyward. And repeat about 8 to 10 of these. You can increase that number as you get stronger, and then take just a short rest. A little bit more upper back strengthening. Reach forward, and then pull those elbows down to the side. Keep those elbows up and lifted. Now the reason why we're on this block is because we can use our core muscles as well as make sure that we can establish range of motion here. So most people laying on the floor don't have enough range of motion in their front body, their chest, to actually do this without compromising the low back. Keep your abs squeezed and repeat this a few more times. And here my arms are straight. A lot of range of motion happening now in the shoulders and some strength in the upper back. My abdominal muscles are still squeezed firm. Let's repeat that one more time. Then place your palms onto the floor and lift up into Cobra Pose. You have a nice little shelf with your block here. Less work for the arms, a little bit more opening for the heart. Send the sternum forward. And then finally come up to your hands and your knees, and let's move that blanket or towel out of the way. Turn your block now onto its second height, and you can see which direction it is pointing here. And now I'm going to use my rubber band or my strap. So first let's set ourselves up on the block. The block's going to go right at the bottom of our shoulder blades. And I'm going to use this rubber band, but you can use a strap tied in that same distance. The reason why I like this rubber band is because it doesn't move or slip off my arms, and the gentle give is very forgiving for shoulders that are still in the process of opening. Laying all the way back, opening my chest up and reaching those arms up and overhead. And here the strap or rubber band is holding my arms from splaying too wide apart. So if you've done this stretch before without a band around the arms, this might feel a bit different for you. Keep the shoulder blades plugged down, take a few more breaths, and reach extensively through those fingers. Use the abdominal muscles to come back up to a crunch position, simply to fold the arms and place the thumbs behind the neck. From here, with the strap in place, your head has a nice place to nestle and relax, so the neck doesn't have to work too much. And this is an even deeper stretch for the triceps and the lat muscles. Breathe, space, and relax. Take another breath and come on back up to seated. We'll remove the strap from our arms and set the block out of the way. And we're done with the props. Place the hands onto the mat and lift the hips up for down dog. Sway through the hips. Enjoy the space you've created on each side of your body through the shoulders. Let the forehead come a little bit closer to the earth. Inhale to lift the right leg up and into the sky. Three-legged down dog variation where we twist open just a little. And then step the right foot between the hands. Grow long in your stance and lower down to the back knee. Charge up the thighs, lift the fingers up and into the sky. And we're opening up the psoas here, but we've also created a whole lot of space for the upper body to enjoy a back bend in Anjaneyasana. Begin to rotate now to your right. Your left hand is going to help you rotate a bit more. And if you have the flexibility, bend into the back knee. Use your right hand to hold that back foot up for a nice deep quad stretch. Come on back to center, lift up and open. Encourage a little more thoracic spine opening, and that doesn't necessarily mean leaning back, but standing up tall, opening up wide. Then place the hands down and step back to down dog. Moving on to the second side. Lift up the left leg, three-legged down dog variation. Step forward with that left leg. In these few postures, we are beginning to open the psoas a little bit more. Come into that high lunge again on this side. Nice and open through the shoulders and the chest. You might feel a great freedom here in the upper back with all of that work we've done. Rotating to your left, your right hand helps you by guiding you open, holding onto the left knee. Take that quad opening variation if you'd like. Remember to use your breath. And then very slowly return back to center. Step back to down dog. Come on down to the knees and let's go ahead and flip over. So we've addressed most of the muscles that are required for back bending. Shoulders, psoas, belly, thoracic spine. We're going to begin to open up into a full wheel back bend. With the feet down, the palms down over the shoulders. Begin to lift the belly and the heart up and into the sky. Keep the legs charged up on all sides of the thighs. And from here you can walk your feet closer to your hands. Send your face and your heart in the same direction you're looking. Take some breaths here. Keep the low ribs pulled into the body with the strength of the abs. And when you're ready, come on down. And we're going to repeat that. Back bends are best served when served in pairs or sometimes trios. Swing the knees gently and slowly back and forth. Maybe make some knee circles, neutralize the spine, and then prepare for your second back bend with a possible variation in this one. Place the palms on either side of your ears near your shoulders. Lift the hips up, lift the chest and the belly up. And this time, we're going to begin to gently straighten the legs any degree. Now you're going to see my legs don't go perfectly straight, but they go straight enough to push my heart in the same direction as my chin. Commit to 3 or 4 breaths, or sometimes 5, and even up to 8 or 10 breaths in your back bends are great. Begin to tick-tock the knees back and forth. And then go ahead and drop the knees to the left. An easy recline twist to finish off of our practice. Knees to the left, and then take the knees to the right. You can spend more time in this recline twist if you'd like, but today this is just a neutralizing effort at the end of our practice. Come onto a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Enjoy the opening in the heart. Take a few breaths and honor yourself with a gesture, hands to heart center. Namaste, my friends, from me and Axe.